Good morning. Happy International Coaching Week. Coaches, I'm very, very happy today. I won't take so much of your time. I just want us to look at the strategies. Yvette and the team asked me, Coach Betty, can you give us some strategies you have used in the past? How have you been able to monetize? How have you been able to earn online? How do you get paid online? How do you make 200,000 online in a day or in an hour or whatever amount of time that you want to mention? How do you make that 1 million? I know a lot of coaches, because they come and talk to me, they want to have a 10K, we call it a 10K month, isn't it? Monthly. How do you do that? And I told Yvette, because I'm a coach and I'm a trained coach, some of these things, I think for today's session, we will infuse coaching with training and a little bit of mentorship. That's what I personally want to do. I want to do a little bit of training, a little bit of coaching, and a little bit of mentorship, especially for those who are starting. So the coaching business, how viable is it? Where is it heading? How big is this industry? So this global executive coaching market is currently valued at 9.3 billion USD. Do we have, is it viable or not? What do you think? Very viable. So I'm asking, where do you see yourself in those figures? So indicating a nearly 1 big growth from 2021 to 2022. And you can go look at that report from Future Market Insight. This is what excited me most. You guys look at the growth of the knowledge industry since 2019. 2019, it wasn't big. Some of us were already in it. In 2019, I invested 10K USD to build an online system that would help me sell online courses. I rushed because the market wasn't ready for it. And also the people who are building the system weren't very sure of what they were doing. So I lost that money. That was 2019. By 2019, we still had online courses, but we had to sing a song every day. Sing, try to establish, try to show people what it means, repeat. But today it's not that hard. So that's 2020. What do you think happened between 2020 and 2022? Why was the growth drastic? COVID, of course, it came with its own blessings. Because people went online, they found things they didn't know. And now by 2023, that's where we were at. 2024, that's where we'll be by the end of 2024. This, data is very good. You can analyze and ask yourself, is this a growing industry or is this an industry I should not look at? So this industry is growing and it's growing pretty quick. And any one of us, as long as you have a creative brain and as long as you want to do it, you can also partake. I wanted to see what's happening to Africa. These things, they caught momentum elsewhere a long time ago, Western Europe, Asia, America, all that. Do you think we are catching up well or not? We are at 6.2. Do you think we are doing well? Yes or not? No. Think about the chart, think about the diagram before. Do you think we are doing well or not? We are doing? There is potential. If you ask me, I think we are doing very well. Seeing as we started thinking about these things in 2020, in fact not 2020, 2020 we were still scared. By the end of 2020, 2021, I think we are growing very quickly and we might overtake some of these other regions. So this is good. Having this data is good because it gives you hope that this is something I can plug in and I'm not going to be wasting my energy. Why is coaching growing that much? Of course, there's growing demand. People are seeking out coaching. We never used to hear about coaches. I've just told you about that long time. But now we hear this coach, this, go for coaching. You hear people telling you, go for coaching, sign up for coaching. It's not something that used to be there. Of course, it's driven by globalization, social media, and rapid technological advancements. And the rise of digital technology. This is my very best. Like the digital space, it's unlimited. This allows you to earn as much as you want, earn from wherever, get your clients from whichever other country. We're having a discussion with Shadrach. And of course, West Africa, they are way ahead. And because they are way ahead, they also want to look out for people who know things that they don't know, and they buy a lot. West Africans buy these things a lot. So it's good. We know each other. We can video conference. I know Coach Irene will be talking about it. She has a program now that has people from, are we now at how many countries? 22 countries. She doesn't have to move from her office to go to Europe to train anybody. This is very, very good. Professionalization and accreditation. We had a lot of us saying, I'm a certified coach. I'm a certified coach. When you start hearing that, it's a good sign. People are looking for accreditation, certification, validation, so that you can go to the next level. And it's happening a lot in our own country and in our own continent. Coaching is offering us entrepreneurial opportunities. We are building businesses. And there's something new now called the creator economy, the one-person business. We'll be looking at that. So many coaches also are choosing to start their own businesses, offering services. They are starting coaching agencies, coaching businesses. For those who work in other environments, you'll be coaching your colleagues, and you keep growing. And also coaching offers you diverse specializations. You don't have to do one thing for the rest of your life. And I don't know, our government, I heard the president talking about the digital space and the amount of money and the amount of jobs that he wants to create. So maybe with time, he might establish an authority. I've been looking around, we've been looking around, not many authorities in this country, think about coaching, but it's coming up very well. And we are also lobbying huku chini ya maji so that we get recognition from government. It will be a good thing. And flexible business models. Coaching is really, really good because this allows you to decide how you want to be paid. It allows you to decide how you want your knowledge to be distributed. You have the knowledge. How do you want it to be distributed? Do you want to use a YouTube channel? Do you want to do TikTok? I'm sure some of you have seen how quickly TikTok is growing. Just yesterday, someone who works inside Safaricom servers was telling me our trouble right now as a company is what we are going to do with TikTok in this country. It's taking so much of the space. Last year, we were number 4 TikTok users globally. I think we are almost getting to number 3. I know at the beginning we thought TikTok is for twerkers, twerking and doing all those things they used to do at midnight. But it has evolved, hasn't it? It has really, really evolved. My biggest regret is someone who told me in 2021, end of 2021, a coach friend of mine told me, Betty, join TikTok. I told him, I joined TikTok. He lives in Dubai. So I had gone to Dubai, we were doing something together. He told me, get into TikTok. I told him, no, I can't. No. He was like, what's your reason? I said, no, you just leave me alone. I wish I had that time. All right, so it affords us flexibility. We can decide, do we want to do one-on-one coaching? Do we want to do groups? Do we want to create online courses? The opportunities are endless. Do you want to start doing workshops for Gen Z? Do you want to call them for retreats? Do you want to, you decide what you want to do. Or do you want to create digital products, ebooks, videos, podcasts? And we can see a lot of them going on. My worry has been, and I hope that from this class and from this space, we can have more content creators that are creating content of our type. You guys, content of our type. Like, there's the memes and the jokes. And what else? There's that content, isn't it? But can we also be aggressive in creating content that is knowledge-based? I am a pastor. I want to teach my people entrepreneurial skills so that they can increase their income, they can build online businesses, increase their income, and then of course the church is going to be happy about that. I am a teacher, and you can see that happening a lot, but we need more people so that the content creation in 254 doesn't look like a joke. It's still largely, when people hear content creation, they think, oh, you're a content creator. Oh, okay, those people who walk around with cameras and do scandals and all those things, isn't it? I hope that we can start to create more valuable content. Okay, I'm really being careful with the wordings. That word valuable is not what I wanted to say, because even those memes are valuable to someone else. More knowledge-based programs and content online so that people also notice that we are doing something good. So we can tailor our offers to suit. Imagine why I love this industry and why I love the fact that you can sell your knowledge is that you can choose how you want to do. You can choose the clients you want to serve. Imagine, you can choose. I only want women who are between 35 and 50 years of age. I want men who are between this and this age. I only want men who want to dress in a certain manner. Social media has made everything so possible. This industry is amazing. Imagine we can choose what we don't want. These are not the days you had to go do a job because you had to go do a job. Now you can choose what fits your skills, what fits your curiosities. We are even building businesses out of curiosities. What a good time to live. What a good time to live. Like, if you are fascinated by science, you can start a podcast around science and host everyone that is speaking science, and you will grow. If you are fascinated about, I like Shadrach, he's very well spoken. If fascinated about philosophy or something, you can start a podcast on philosophy things only. What makes you happy? If you like, fashion, if you like family, whatever it is that you like, yani we have choices, finally. We can work where we like, with who we like, at whatever time we like. I had a conversation with a client of mine, Wakitambo. So he wanted to introduce me to a friend of his. And the business they were calling me for, I said no. No, I didn't say no directly. I just said, I no longer deal with that one for now. Because I didn't want to do that business. It didn't make me happy. It's not my preference. Those days I did it for money. Today, I don't want to do that. I want to serve people who are my tribe, who hear me, I hear them, they hear me, we gel, we build a community, we build something, and we enjoy our lives. These Gen Zs, one of my best friends is a Gen Z of 24 years. One day she told me, but you work too hard. What's wrong with you? Why are you always driving to? Why are you working so hard? But just sit down and sell your knowledge. That other business you run on the side, what is it for? 20, how many? 20? 24. She's a digital marketer. So one day I'm introducing her to my friends because they wanted to sell their ebooks online. So as we are sitting, I knew her prices because she had served me. So that time she was 23. We were in Naivasha. She was telling them, I will help you sell your online course and you will sell your ebook and they were listening. And they are twice her age, some even many more years. And she said, my price is for that Because you're Coach Betty's clients, I would have charged you $350. They said, you know, $350, you know, when someone says 35, you can think it's 35,000. But when someone says $350, so they were like, what? She said, but because you are Coach Betty's clients, I'll charge you $300. One of the ladies said, 1,000. She said, yeah. They were 4. How much money was she making? How much? 1 point? How many years? 20? 23. And she wasn't saying it the way as we say it at panicking. Yeah. So she finishes and then she says, so now what I'll need from you is we'll need to do a meeting. I need to understand your business. Like, she has moved on very fast. And that's Gen Z for you. I'm sure your kids are asking you, but why are you doing it? But why are you doing this? But why are you not taking advantage of this? This is where we are heading. And my dear fellow coaches, because you are here, let's not be, was it to overcome haraka sana? And they are coming. Innovation hubs like Strathmore are teaching, serious, very quick. Now they know, studio, camera, videos, that's it. There's a very young girl on Facebook. Her name is Jalia Wilder. Anyone knows Jalia? We don't know Jalia? Go check out Jalia. I started watching Jalia when she was like 24. Today Jalia makes like, those figures are not even nice to say here. They're not decent. They are too much. She sells makeup, but she does lives every day, 3 lives on Facebook. She doesn't pay a single advert. So this young generation is coming, Shadrach. Now what are to overwhelm? So what is our space? Are we going to understand what they are doing? And it's a good thing, because then they are saying me, I want to enjoy my job. I don't want to wake up, do things I don't want to do. I will only do what I want to do with the people I want to do it with. And those are our possibilities today. And of course, this helps us to build multiple avenues for generating revenue, isn't it? It's such a nice time to be alive, coaches. So we can, if you don't have a business at all, like some of us who started a long time ago, you can start the one-person business model. That's a good starting point. Alone, do your things. I saw that lady, she just employed some people last year. There before, she never used to have anybody. She was doing it alone. Advertising, packaging as we watched. You know, this industry likes people to see what you're doing. She would package as we watched. She would smudge her face. Some would fall and break. And we would see she's human. She would shout at her children. Then we would, she can also shout at her children. All right, so I'm normal also because I shout. You know, things like those. And that's a one-person business model. You don't need much. If you want, you can start there. Just your own and package your knowledge. So what are the 5 practical strategies I want to share today that I've used personally to help kickstart your monetization journey if you've not, and even if you have, to give your business a boost, to grow, and to go to the next level. Your tribe, your people, your niche, your target audience. This is where you start. Do you know them? Do you know who they are? Do you know the people you sell to? You want to sell to? Do you know them? I know a lot of people tell me, oh, Coach Betty, I want to sell to everyone so that I don't lose. You sell to everyone, you sell to no one. You have to know who are your people. And nowadays it's easy. Because of content creation, you can check even statistics from Facebook, from LinkedIn. You can check those statistics. I've been checking mine constantly, and mine tell me, every time I check my statistics, who saw my posts, both on LinkedIn and Facebook, who saw my posts, I will always see 49% men, 51% women. There's 1 or 2 posts I'll do, for 51% men see it, and 49% women. And it's been very consistent. I told you at the beginning, sometimes you don't know what you are doing, but the data tells you what you are doing. It gives you a story, a pattern. So you look at it, you're like, I think I'm doing something right. Let me keep doing it. So the way I message, the way I position my message interests both males and females. There's someone else who will post and you realize I am attracting a lot of men. Then you are insisting, I speak to women who are between these years and these years, and you can clearly see your data is attracting men. So you need to know who is your tribe, who are your people, who are your niche. In this industry, what we build is our personal brands. You build a personal brand that people rally around. They feel some love for you. They feel they want to buy from you, but also because you are giving them value. I told you we have now choices, isn't it? If we have choices, why would you be working with people that don't like what you do? And also them, why would they be working with you, honestly speaking? So it's you build your people, know who they are, and they are willing to pay you a specialized knowledge and guidance. I mean, they are willing to pay you a premium so that you can show them. Once you grow, you get to another level, you now attract premium because they want to know, me, Betty, don't tell me about your online courses. I find a lot of those. I don't want to hear about your online courses or what. Mimi, I want you to show me A to Z this week. That's the only time I have from leave. So those ones, they pay very well for it, and they are very easy to deal with. So with time, you keep growing. Number 2 is importanter than number 1. Develop a signature program or signature programs or packages. This is where a lot of people, just lose whatever it is that they know. They know what they want to do. They know it. They know the guests they want to have on their podcast. They've been knowing for the last 3 years in their head. When they are driving in the morning, they are thinking, you know that my podcast, when I start it, I shall host Coach Irene, I shall host Coach Hannah, I shall look for Yvette, I shall partner with Strathmore. You think about it year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. People know what they want to do. Most people actually know what they want to do. They know if they want to do physical events or they want to do online virtual events. They know what they want to do. However, moving from where they are to the actual space they want to be in is the problem. And of course, because of many things that go on. However, packaging is really good because we are selling service, isn't it? For people who sell these things, this product, in Imaji, 500 ml, we are selling it at 100 shillings. How do you present your knowledge to people? Unless you package it, isn't it? Into something they can see. They can see it's a program, they can touch it, they can touch these things, they can see it's 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever. So packaging is very, very important, dear coaches. And as you package, you must show a clear value proposition. Why would they care about you? Why? Why would they not go to another person? What do you bring to the table? Is it the energy? Is it the excitement? Is it the motivation? Is it the arrangement? Is it the colors? Is it the brand? What are you bringing to the table? What are they coming to get from you? And by the way, this is a free tip that I'll give, and I know some of you know it. People don't care about, we overthink things that really pull us behind, and they really don't matter. You keep thinking, who am I going to speak to? How will they judge me? Might I fail? People are not thinking about those things about you, by the way. They are thinking about themselves. They also have a lot of things to think about themselves. They are not thinking about you. They are not judging you. I want to hear your space. Their heart is full of their own problems. People are inherently selfish. No, let me re-say that again. This is Strathmore. We are very modest. We people, human beings, we are inherently very selfish. The last time you took a photo with a group of people, Or your son took a photo in school. Then the teacher sent the photos to your phone. Wametoka trip ya shule. Who are you looking for? The first one you opened, your son was not there. You kept going. Did you see the other faces? Why? You don't care. You care about you. As a coach, if you want to monetize, you must learn that aspect. It's not about you. It will never be about you. It's about them. Every time they come to your page, every time they are reading your post, Dr. Wangari, they are asking, what is in it for me? So sisi tunaendanga, you write a very good ebook, you decide this ebook of mine is going to be red and blue. And I will also infuse a little bit of blue, of white, because I want it to look so beautiful. Then you send it to all your friends. Does it look beautiful? Are they the ones buying? Who is buying? That other person. Let them help you decide which colors you are going to pick. Listen, Nichols told us, look very keenly. Listen to yourself. You are just being selfish. You have a message, you have a solution for the world, but you do not want to look bad. Isn't it? You do not want people to judge you. So you are making it about who? It's not about you. Get it out, whether you feel it's ready or needs a little bit of panel beating, just get it out there. People will tell you what to improve. People have told me things to do with my programs. I came up with amazing big programs. Then people tell me, now you could beat you menda mbali. Me, I just want you to teach me how to use Canva only. I love your presentations. Can you just teach me how to use Canva? In my heart, I'm thinking, Canva? It's so basic. Then God reminds you, teach them what they want to be taught. Isn't it? So how would I have known what they want if I didn't bring the imperfect offer, and then they looked at it and said, I would have wanted to sign in, but that's that's very Strathmore for me. I want a bit kindergarten kidogo. Sawa? Then the other thing is you must learn how to diversify your revenue streams. As a coach, you can start with one program, but you can also write an ebook on the side, be giving that ebook for free so that people come to your programs, or you can sell it if you want. So you can infuse all these things as a coach, diversify, so that you have coaching programs, you have workshops, you have retreats, you have digital products. If you look at the digital space, it grows at the rate of, I don't know how much per minute. So if you keep giving one program every year, people get tired. They look at it, they're like, ile MP ya Coach Betty. Hiyo tumeizoea. They even know the colors. Change something. Change the colors. Change now that program into a retreat. Next time do a workshop. Next time do that and that. So that you have different things that they are looking at. What is tip number 4? This is critical. I do not know how to say it. And also for those who do not like a lot of social media, this is critical. Find a way to do it. You could do it faceless. You could do it. Now we have AI. It's very, very simple. You can do something behind the scenes, record, and create your own face. Let it be there speaking, but it's not you speaking. Though that Kenyans, by the way, in the global market, because I've researched a lot, Kenyans are truly peculiar. Kenyans, we are way there. We've shocked even Facebook, we've shocked WhatsApp, we've shocked Meta. They don't really know. There's something about us Kenyans. To penetrate the heart of a Kenyan and the mind, ni ngumu sana. However, when you penetrate, it's very easy. Kenyans are very high value. Kenyans are very high value. You don't just buy them with like this. They only like this, you buy them with our memes. Memes they will take. The only side we do badly is politics. I don't know what happens to us when it's politics time. But in terms of knowledge, Kenyans are not like this. Kenyans are serious. We are really, really serious. So, building your online presence, try and be authentic. Try and be authentic so that they can, they can buy your things. You need a website. Nowadays, it's not very hard to do one. You can do a landing page. I'm saying, if you do not have a social media presence and you want to be a coach, unless you want to grow very, very slowly. If you want to grow slowly, that's fine. If you want to take advantage of other markets, please build a social media presence. Today, the other day I wanted to track a company car, my company car. So I asked around, I asked my friends, who does tracking? And they send me a number. I say, what's the name? They send me a name. Guess what I did next? What did I do? Straight Facebook. Checked them out. I went to LinkedIn, I didn't see them. I went to Twitter, I didn't see them. I went to Instagram, I saw them. Now on Instagram, I loved them. I was like, yeah, this is a good company. Imagine, on that decision alone, I called them. It is almost obvious. Whatever you want to do. I saw when Yvette started advertising this event, I started seeing on LinkedIn, Fulani wants to connect, this person wants to connect, this person is inviting you to connect. I even knew. It's there, flyer. They want to see, who is that? It's almost obvious. Nowadays, people are hesitant to trust a lot if they cannot see your social media footprint. They think you're hiding something. Just share content. The one you know. Don't share it my way. Don't share it Coach Hannah's way. Don't share it Coach Irene's way. Share it your way so that you can attract your own tribe. They like you the way you are. They like your vibes just the way you are. Otherwise, Njogosha has a very big following, isn't it? Just the way he is. So even you, build your own social media footprint. And social media is a lot. Even WhatsApp. You can build your footprint on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, and those other. But please make sure you pay attention to that. Social media has, I think, my revenue, since COVID, because during COVID, let me give you a very quick story. We are almost done. When COVID hit, we were doing something with Coach Irene. We were recording an online course before. So we wanted to sell an online course. We didn't know what was coming. Then COVID comes, we can't even meet to record that course. We were distraught, just like everybody else. We were, what's this? When is it ending? What are we going to do? One day, because when you have a mind that can provide solutions, we spoke on phone. And we said, since we are home anyway, we are not going to work. We have internet, we have people who wait for our content. Why can't we build something right now, not for us? I remember it was a very authentic concern for everybody. I thought to myself, if I'm feeling like this, I want to encourage myself, maybe as I encourage one more person, because I don't know what is this. I don't know if we are all going. I don't know where we are going and when we are going. Coach told me, Coach, let's just put videos out there. Let's encourage God's people. Let's do it. Let's do videos. Let's do this. So we started a fire. We didn't know that it was going to help a lot of people. They were closing down their businesses. Things were going haywire. And we just kept saying, keep alive. Please keep alive. Keep alive. Read a book. Do this, do this, do this. Start building an online business, because we also do not know when this is ending. From that time to today, I think 70% of my revenues always come from social media. And even like this time, I took a break from January. I've not been active on social media because I needed to sort something personal on the side. I keep getting revenue. Coach Betty, where did you go to? Ebu, remind me that coaching program you are talking about. We discuss, we do it on the side. Coach Betty, this kind of corporate training, a lot of business is online. If companies are online, if big enterprises are online, let's not fear the online space. Let's influence. As a coach, you win very fast if you can influence. Where do you influence? Online. Invest in continuous learning and development. We already agreed, if you are afraid to pay, you will be afraid to charge. Keep improving. Look out for programs. Join masterminds. If people are having masterminds, join them. Go to where your people are, like this space. You see, we keep looking for things elsewhere when God has already provided solutions for us. If these coaches in here decided to shake this, if we wanted the president to listen to us today, this crowd is enough, this one. This one is enough. But can we work together? Absolutely not. Everybody wants their own space. I want to build an ebook. I want to do this. I want to do this. We don't meet. We don't collaborate. We don't do things together. Where on the other side, other people, they do their things together, then they are recognized very fast. So it's a challenge to us. When Strathmore calls for this, let's see what we can do together. Yvette, challenge Shadrach, challenge the department. What is it we can do as a team so that we can see the next frontier? Let's go to the next one. So why do you think most certified coaches fail to monetize? Lack of business skills. You could know a lot, but the business skill, you don't have the business acumen, isn't it? One time I was telling a lady, I actually didn't think about it a lot. So I was telling her, go create these, let it look like this. So after 5 days, she had not, and she had paid a very premium for me. She had paid a premium. So I kept asking, what's the issue? One day she opened up and told me, Coach, but you know some of us are not as creative as you are. Me, just help me. I can't seem to create this thing. So some people just lack the business skill. People fear selling, they fear pricing. How much will I price? Will they buy? Limited marketing and visibility, we've talked about it. Lack of niche specialization. You're selling to children, you're also selling to grown-ups, you're also selling to mothers, and you're selling to fathers, and you're selling to this, and then you mess your market. Limited business development effort, and this needs a lot of collaboration with other people. Sometimes you do not understand the client needs. Like that time I presented something, then my client told me, no, mimi nataka ile basic level there, that's the one I want. Mindset blocks and self-doubt, that's actually the biggest. Competing priorities, time and constraints. We have family, we have other things to do, we have our lives, we have our parents, we have all that. So, I want to challenge you. Now that you have sat here, and personally I've shared what I do. By the way, I don't do many things. I don't know if you expected miracles or whatever you expected. I don't do many things. Those are the things I do. I just wake up every day challenging myself to overcome fear, to overcome doubt, to overcome this and that. Of course, investing a lot in personal development has helped. Reading a lot of books has helped. Going to a lot of programs has helped. Between 2019 and 2021, I did a lot of programs. Me, wherever there was a program, I would go. I did a lot of that. So at least maybe I found my step in associating with other people. But those are just the normal things that even you, Yvette, you can do. Build your presentations, build your offers, call people, tell them what you have to do. Some will say yes, and some will say no. Some will love your face. They're going to be like, oh, this gentleman looks really nice in a blue tie. Others are going to be like this. Now, this man, what does he think he's offering us? Isn't it? So it's a yes or a no. People will buy, others will not buy, and it's not a must you sell to everyone. So what are you going to do? Ask yourself here, and I want you to answer that question, either in your heart or on your notebook. What are you going to do? What practical steps can you take to start monetizing? If you don't do anything, we will be here next year, coaching week. Nothing will have moved. We will repeat the presentation or do a new one. And of course, things will really have changed. Like now, the creator economy is really, really growing. By this time next year, whoever is making their millions, they'll have made their millions. And if you don't take any steps, nothing will change. What are your next steps and goals? How much support do you need? Either from Strathmore Business School or from other quarters. What will it get you that support? Who needs to support you? When are you speaking to them? When are you starting? The issue is not knowing what to do. By the way, you guys, you all know what you want to do. Very few people don't know what they want to do. But when are you starting? When are you taking a step? So you need to ask yourself, my step 1 will be this by when? My step 2 will be this by when? My step 3 will be this by when? And all this is possible. And everybody goes through this. The very successful people, they write these things down and they find someone to keep them accountable. If you, even I struggle sometimes. If I don't, someone who is asking me, the other day my coach asked me, my business coach, Betty, if I remember very well, you told me you are producing another book in 2024. How far? Where is it? What color is it? When are we launching it? I was like, oh, okay. I've been postponing in my mind. I'll write it next month. I'll write it. It's halfway. By the way, and I decided to do a book on AI, not the very machine learning AI, the normal one that can help us as coaches, the simple normal one. And I've been writing that book, but without a little bit of push. Like, when is that book coming out? What are you waiting for? So I told him, I'm ready. I just needed to do a few edits. Let me see it. He's like, but how long are you taking to do these edits? Do you have a cover? Yes. Where is it? Let me see. It's fantastic. So what are you waiting for? So when I sat with myself, I asked myself these questions. What was I waiting for? Nothing. It's those limiting beliefs and just not, I don't know, just being human. So at least sometimes we need a little bit of a push. So I think I want to end my presentation there. We can connect if you like. Those are my social media handles. One for LinkedIn, one for Facebook. Of course, on those other platforms, we are also there. We can connect. But for me, I wanted to share from my heart. Yvette asked me, what do you usually do to monetize? I told her, will you want me to train or to coach? She said, you just show us what you usually do. And to be very, very honest, those are the things I do. I pay attention to those things. I pay attention to my personal development. I try a lot to work with others in the industry. I try to collaborate. I try to do all those things so that we can move. What do I want to say about this industry? What I've been telling myself, it's the next big thing. And the digital space is also the next big thing. AI is here. We innovate or we die. We innovate or we die. And it's not hard. We have our millennials, we have our Gen Z. We all are a big team. Try and find out what's happening next and try to implement. So those are the tips I would want to share for today, Yvonne. And thank you very much for listening. It's been a pleasure.